Hey beauties, hey, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. How are you all guys doing? On this video I'll be showing you all how I created this whole look from start to finish, the things I did, the products I used, and how I did this makeup look. So I did my eyebrows of camera. As you already see, I love doing my eyebrows of camera. Next is to grab this flat edge brush, and I'm using this brush to blend in the excess concealer I use in correcting my brows, pressing it and blending it into my skin. So next is to prime my eyelids, and for that I'm using my Louise eyeshadow base, applying this to the back of my hand, and I'm applying a little quantity of this to the back of my hand using that same flat edge brush, dabbing it into my eyeshadow base and applying this to my eyelids, patting it and pressing it to my lids so that way I can have a nice, cute and a defined blended look. So you can apply your eyeshadow base or your concealer to your eyelids to set your eyelids, so that way when you apply your eyeshadow to your lids you can get an highly pigmented eyeshadow look. So next is to apply some tape to my outer corner like this, and I will repeat same in both eyes, applying my tape to my outer corner before going ahead to grab my eyeshadow palette. On this video guys, I'll be using my palette from Bperfect cosmetic, using this pink shade as my transition, applying it with a fluffy brush all around my crease from my outer corner to my inner corner. I'll keep swiping this around my crease area like this. So yeah guys, I will let you all keep watching. So after applying my transition shade, went back to my palette and I'm using this dark pink shade, applying it with same fluffy brush, the fluffy brush I use in applying my transition shade, dabbing into that shade, went back to my crease area and swiping in this shade to my outer and my inner corner like this. I'll keep swiping, blending and swiping. So next is to apply this shade using same fluffy brush to apply it, return back to my crease area and I'll blend this in, keep blending and I'll keep going. So next is to apply this dark shade, and I'm using this dark shade to intensify my crease area before going ahead to cut out my crease. So yeah guys, this was basically all I did for these eyes. I'll keep blending this into my crease area like this. I'll keep blending and blending so that way it look more seamless. So next is to apply this light shade. I went in changing my fluffy brush, using this to blend out my upper parts very close to my brow bones, so that way I have a nice and a cute defined look. So yeah guys, this was basically all I did. So next is to cut my crease, and I'm using my Louise eyeshadow base to cut my crease, applying it to the back of my hand, applying a little quantity of my base to the back of my hand, using a flat edge precise brush, dabbing in with my brush, using it to cut my crease. So yeah guys, I will let you all keep watching. And yeah, I'll go ahead and cut my crease. So yeah, let's keep going. So after setting and cutting out my crease, this is what it looks like. Return back to my eyeshadow palette, and I'm using a pointed brush to apply that dark shade to my outer corner like this. I'll blend this into my outer corner. I'll try as much as possible to drag it into my crease area. So yeah guys, I will let you all keep watching. So after blending this shade to my outer corner like this, return back to my palette. I'm using this dark pink shade, using a fluffy brush to apply this to my outer corner. I'll try as much as possible to blend both shades together so that way it look more seamless. So I will keep blending and incorporating both shades together. So I'll keep blending and blending. So next is to apply this shade using a flat edge brush to apply this to very close to my outer corner. So I will try as much as possible to incorporate all shades together, so that way it looks more symmetrical. So yeah guys, I will keep patting and blending. Try as much as possible to blend all shades up together. So this was basically all I did. So next is to apply this light pink shade using same flat edge brush, applying this very close to the other shades, and I will keep patting, pressing and blending everything up together. So I came very closer so you guys can take a closer look and see what I'm talking about. So after blending everything, after incorporating all shades together, I went in using this white shimmer shade using a very tiny precise brush, went back to my inner corner, very close to my inner tear though, and I'm applying this to my inner corner. I'll try as much as possible to pat this and drag in my white shimmer shade into my pink shades. That way it looks more symmetrical, defined and seamless. So I will keep blending and applying and blending everything up together. So I will repeat same in both eyes. This is what it looks like. So next is to return back to this dark shade, and I'm using this to blend out my outer corner, so that way I have a nice defined and a precise outer corner look. So yeah guys, this was basically all I did for these eyes. So next is to draw my wings, apply my mascara and apply my false lashes. So yeah guys, I will let you all keep watching and see all I did. So let's keep going. So after applying my false lash, I will remove the tapes I had on. So yeah, this is what it looks like, and I will do same in both eyes. So next is to apply some mascara to my false lashes, so that way it look more natural. Went ahead and use my finger to press in my natural lash to my false lash, just to have a nice and a defined natural look. So moving on to my skin, first I wipe out the excess fell I had from my eyeshadow palette using my face wipe to wipe this out. Next is to moisturize my face, applying this around my face, patting it to my face and ends using false. Next is to prime my face, and for that I'm using my Fenty Beauty face primer to prime my face. So after priming my face, I'll apply my foundation, and on this video I'm using my Juvia's Place foundation, applying this to the back of my hand like always, using the back of my tiny little brush to apply this to my face, so that way I don't go overboard. So next is to grab my foundation brush, and I'll use my foundation brush to blend and circulate my foundation all around my face. I will keep blending, pressing, tapping, patting and blending this to my skin, so that way I'll have a nice, cute and a defined blending look. Went in using my beauty blender to blend in my foundation for more defined blending look. So next is to conceal, and for that I'm using my Juvia's Place concealer, applying this to my under eyes. So yeah guys, after applying my concealer, I went in using my beauty blender to press, pat and blend in my concealer to my skin. So I will let you all keep watching. After applying my concealer to my under eyes, next is to blend in my concealer using my Glam beauty blender to blend this into my skin. So I will tap this, like patting this into my skin. I ain't using force in this process, so I'll keep blending it into my skin until I have a nice, cute and defined blending look. So yeah guys, let's keep going. After blending in my concealer, next is to contouring. For contouring, I'm using my Fenty Beauty concealer stick, applying this to my chin areas, the corner of my nose and the temple of my head. So after applying this to the areas where I want to conceal, I went ahead and grabbed my blending brush and I'm using this to blend in my contour areas like this. So yeah guys, I will let you all keep watching. Set the areas where I conceal, and I'm using my Juvia setting powder to set the areas where I conceal, using my beauty blender to apply my setting powder, and I'm applying it and pressing it into my skin. So yeah, let's keep going. So yeah, while waiting for my setting powder to soak out the excess oil from my concealer, I return back to my palette and I'm using same shades I use on my crease area to smoke out my water on the line, using all shades in a tiny precise brush to apply those shades to my water on the line. So next I grabbed my big fluffy brush and I'm using this to doff out my excess powder off my face. I will keep doffing and blending this into my skin like this. So at a point I went in changing my brush and I took this tiny pointed precise brush for my under eyes, so that way I can blend out my excess powder off my under eyes. So yeah guys, I will keep doffing and blending this out so I can have a nice cute and a blending look. So next is to set my whole face and I'm using a big fluffy brush using my MAC Studio Finish powder to set my whole face. Next is to fix my face and I'm using my Kiko setting spray to set and fix my whole face. So it's time to apply some blush, baby. I'm using my blush from Juvia using a flat edge fluffy brush to apply this to my chin areas. I will apply and blend this into my skin so that way it look more seamless, cute and defined. So yeah guys, I will keep blending until I have this nice and a cute defined look. Next is to highlight. For that I'm using my bronzer from Juvia's, applying this to my chin areas, my brow bones and the bridge of my nose. So yeah guys, let's keep going. So next is applying my mascara to my water on the line like this for more cute and defined look, and I'm repeating same in both eyes. So next is moving on to my lip and I'm using my lip gloss on my lip. So yeah guys, let's keep going. So after applying my lip gloss, this is what it looks like. So right now I'll return back using my setting spray to fix my whole face. So yeah, this is what the finished look looks like. This is me. This is what the makeup look looks like. So right now I'll go off camera to unravel, style my hair, and I will be right back to show you guys the final look. So yeah guys, this is what the final look is. After styling and unraveling my hair, this is what it looks like. I hope you love, like and enjoy this video. I hope you find this video really helpful. If you do, give it a huge thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you to my old and my new subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for supporting me this far. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And if this is your first time stopping by, you are most definitely welcome. Welcome to my channel. Please click right on that button down below that says subscribe. Subscribe to my channel and turn up that bell button so you get notified whenever there is an upload from me. Thank you so much. And so, darlings, I will see you all on my next one. Until then, guys, stay cute, stay beautiful. Peace and love.